Happy Sunday, everybody! Hello, 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 hello! Hello, everybody! Hi! How are you? Hello! Hello! Hi! Hello! Hello, hello, hello! Oh, hi, Sue! How are you? Alright. I am going to do it. I'm gonna say hi to every single person here. First, I'm gonna go through the redeems and the people who followed and subscribed and did the stuff. I'm gonna say hello to them, and then I'm gonna go to chat. I'm gonna call roll, and that's how Sunday is gonna go. Oh no! Oh no! Let me go through it. Hold on. Let me do it. Hold on.
Hello.
Hold
and
on.
Welcome.
There's a lot of new people here today already. Hello. Let's see. Hello. Reese. Hello, Papaya. Hello, Magical Sakura. Hello, Mad Pumpkin. Hello, the Mothman. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, let me go through the whole list of people who have redeemed hellos. Oh, my goodness. You guys. There's so many of you. Where did you come from? Hello. Okay, let me see. Okay. Jason was first. Congratulations. Ranger, hello. Random Moose, hello. Nix, hello. Kappa, hello. Azure, hello. Sigourney, hello. Alizar, hello. Seamoney, hello. Ringsmith, hello. Ryujin, hello. Soko Shanbutsu, hello. Ray, hello. Clover, hello. Jason, hello. Mustache, hello. Blazer, hello. One Path, hello. Kibby, hello. Zippo, hello. Dawn, hello. Yes. Okay, I think that's what we got. Add another hello to the list. Hello! And a sip. Don't mind if I do. Yummy. Okay, let me see. I think it should be connected. Oh no, it's not connected. Hold on. Da-da, there we go. Breathe! I don't have time to breathe. Hi, Schnitzel, it's been a while. How are you? Okay. Now, tell me, everybody. Tell me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Bam! Bam, 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 bam. Hi, Shu. How are you? Hello, everybody. How is your Sunday? How was your Sunday? Tell me. I'm listening. Oh, yes? That's good. I'm sorry to hear that, Schnitzel. I'm very sorry to hear that. And it's okay, you never need to be sorry. You never need to be sorry, you know? If people stop showing up, you know, I do, how do I say it? I do notice when people are gone, but I would never want to, like, you know, make somebody feel bad, you know? Life happens. Sometimes you just move on. Sometimes your schedule changes. You never know. So I'm happy that you're here, though, and I really pray that things get better. Alright, hold on. There's a lot going on in chat already. I'm never prepared. I just finished making dinner. Nice. Honestly, the best. Nice. Good. Hopefully the week will be good, even if it's gonna rain. Yes, it is stormy in a lot of places. Let's see. Good, I went for a walk. Oh, yes, it seems like you've been healing up really well, Ray. I had a meatball sandwich. Yummy. Yummy. Good, on my way home from vacation. Nice. Even a short vacation can be really nice. Oh my goodness. I went to my uncle's 70th birthday and got a sunburn.
Also listen to the song No Marie by the Big Bad Voodoo Daddy Band. It's really good. Also, I miss church, so I
At
really
least
need
you got to
read
celebrate.
the Bible.
Don't put sour cream or ranch on your sunburn, though. Let's see. Got back from the movies to watch the director's cut of Star Trek: The Motion Picture, and the sound design was mwah, chef's kiss. Nice. It's going good. I'm resting after my long bike ride from yesterday. They just need to feel the almost no vinegar. No! Oh, I forgot to turn off the potluck! I forgot to turn off the potluck! No! No! Oh my goodness! Hill, thank you so much for the 2 months! Thank you! Thank you, God bless you! What? And 4 gifted subs? Holy moly! Thank you so much for the 4 gifted subs! Thank you! Thank you, God bless you! Thank you! Thank you so much! And, the potluck was on Thursday! Wait, was it? Yeah, it was! It was on Thursday! It was on
sentences
Thursday!
upon arriving here.
I've heard an interesting array of sentences since I've been here. Danny, thank you so much for the 8 months. Thank you. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you. We got donuts. We got beans. We got pork chops. Today isn't even the potluck. Also, it's good to hear your voice again. Also listen to the song Oh Marie by Big Bad Voodoo Daddy Band. It's really good. It's been a while since I've listened to them. I miss church, so I really need to read the Bible. That is A-okay. I mean, like, you know, I'm not saying, like, it's okay, but you know what I mean. You know, like, I'm not gonna sit here and give you a hard time, right? Or maybe I am. Maybe I am, huh? I'm just kidding, I'm not. I'm not. Maybe. Oh, David, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you. Thank you, and God bless you. I got a job in a card with money. No. Be good with your money, okay? Please. The ruler. No. The ruler is a... I don't need a ruler, okay? I don't need it. Okay. Hi, Cube. How are you? Could I get a shout out for Cube? Dork? Hey, I'm one too. We're like the same. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome. Outcast from Xbox. Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you. Welcome with you. I can't believe it. There's 2 of us now. There's dork ____, and then there's dork parentheses Abigail. It's us. Nice. Hold on. I forgot to read what everybody's Sunday was like. Abigail Dorkley. Now, Florida man. You be careful. Oh, I forgot to do the thing. I had a new asset I was gonna put on my VTube studio, and I forgot it. Now I can't threaten you guys. We're not so different. You and I. We're not so different. You and I. By the way, there's a new artist badge, and you can give people who have helped contribute to your model. Oh, oh my goodness! I need to do that so I can give it to Shu. I should give it to Shu. I should give it to Ioma. I should give it to Wuwa. Brandon might got baptized today? That's incredible, Tender! Thank you so much for sharing, and what a blessing! I always love when people share that they got baptized. Honestly, it's really beautiful. That's fantastic news. Praise the Lord. Hello, Clicks! How are you? Sometimes I feel like I zoom up too much, which takes away the impact of the Abigail redeem. and now I feel like I have to zoom up extra for this redeem. Fee, hello! Hello, how are you? Hello! You know what? Up close, Abigail, large Gale. Very, very big Gale. Oh, I like how that looks funny. Actually, it kind of looks like I'm gonna be sick when I do that. Hold on. Wait, I have to sound bleh when I have this face. It's a little creepy when I like laugh and stuff with this face. You know? I'm blue, dabba dee dabba da, dabba dee dabba da. Yandir? Wait, what is that? Is that a bad thing? Hold on. Is that a bad thing? What is that? Don't throw up on us! Can't make any promises. Can't make any promises, but I'll do my best. I got... Wait! I did? Oh, it's this! Oh, it's this! Oh, it's this thing! I forgot! You're right, Florida man! I forgot. I forgot. The Google results are really funny. I looked up hold on. Hold on.
Two Japanese words, yanderu meaning to be sick.
Wait, no, this isn't what I wanted.
Strong...
No, I just want to know how to pronounce the word. No, I don't want him explaining the history behind it. I don't care. Yandere. Oh! Okay, I remember now. I remember. It's pronounced killer waifu. Hello, Bellovari? Killer waifu. Some of the results are pretty funny. Like, is it okay to be yandere? Based on what I'm saying, no. Don't do it. No, don't do it. Clip that streamer. Oh no, I forgot I had that. Hold on. It didn't work. I had a little thing that was supposed to register when I needed to clip something. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Why didn't it work? I mean, if it's consensual, huh? I guess it's a mystery I'll never really know. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. Okay. guys. Today, we're gonna continue reading from Matthew. We're gonna read Matthew, chapter 5 through 8. So, last time... Oh, wait. Alright. Here it is. Here's a link to the stuff. Matthew, Jesus made a lot of complaints in that one. So the reason why, you'll notice that one talks more about law, rules, stuff like that, because it was specifically written for the Jewish people. And they could often use that as a parallel for what they already understood. So, that's kind of the reason why you'll notice that it's less about the healings and more about the words that he's saying. If that makes sense. It's more about the things that he spoke as opposed to some of the miracles that he did. Also, Ochako? Hello, welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation, welcome. Ryujin, I will yield my time for Bible study. I have a project to work on, but I really want to hear this. Why don't you listen to it when it's in the background? Because school is important, Bible study is important, but I don't want this to take away from stuff like that. So you can listen to it in the background. Don't use this as an excuse to procrastinate. There we go. Hi! Oh, I like that. I like that little face you got. Oh yeah, hello, how are you? It's good to see you. I foresee a great reading by Abigail. I get it. Kenny, hello, how are you? Servant of God, hello, how are you? A lot of old friends, new friends. Alright, guys, are you ready? We're gonna do some serious reading today. Now, as per usual, this does cover some serious topics. There are some where I probably won't get into details of them on stream. However, I do want to talk a little bit about stuff because there are some things that get kind of, how do I say it? Like, misunderstood, I suppose. Oh, language, Hashaki, language, tisk. But, with the H-E double hockey sticks, it's okay, I'm actually more kidding, don't worry, I'm not gonna get mad at you this time. But, Hi, Abby, hello, Electro Shiva, how are you? But, let's see. Let me flip to the thing. Hi, hand itinerary. Hello. How are you? This time, I always say heaven no instead of hello. I feel like, oh my gosh, I just got that. Oh no, I really wish the clip command worked. I had a little thing, it's supposed to clip, but it's not clipping. Alright, we gotta get started though, hold on. Let me... No account. Add an account? Oh wait, I think I can get it to work. No, I can't. Okay, yes, we're gonna read the Beatitudes today. Yes. Okay, let's get started. Let me take a sip and we'll get started, okay? And we are reading Matthew 5 through 8 today. So you can literally just type that into the search bar and it'll show up. Or you could click this link. I made you a link. Hello. Let's see. Welcome. Cool. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, I think you're pretty cool. Get it? Sorry. Howdy. Okay, let's get started. Hello, RPG Rooster. Hello. All right. Seeing the crowds, he went up onto the mountain. We're talking about Jesus, by the way. This is about Jesus. When he sat down, his disciples came to him, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when others revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice, be glad, for your reward is great in heaven. For so they persecuted the prophets who were before you." Oh, I just got home. Oh, yeah, did you need N8V? An N8V nerd? Welcome! Thank you for joining us today! Welcome to the congregation. Welcome. Oh, it's okay. It doesn't allow people to post links. There you go. I got it, though. I got you. Don't worry. I got you. You know those people? Really? Are they cool? Are they cool? Can we... Huh? Ah! My fan is on high and it keeps turning my page. Ah! Bro, you cool? Hey, potato. You cool? Okay, let's continue though. We are on Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Yeah. You are the salt of the earth, but if salt has lost its taste, how shall its saltiness be restored? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled under people's feet. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. Do not think that I have come here to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. For truly I say to you, until heaven and earth pass away, not an iota, not a dot, will pass from the law until all is accomplished. Therefore, whoever relaxes one of the least of these commandments and teaches others to do the same will be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever does them and teaches them will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Welcome! Enjoy the lurk, Hunter! And hello, Hunter! Hello. Hey, hold on. There we go! Amen, Booga! Amen! Oh my goodness, I might need to turn my fan down. It's so powerful, it keeps turning the page. Alright, we are at Matthew 5, verse 20. For I tell you, unless your righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and Pharisees, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Your avatar is so tall. You think so? Think so? Good. I'm not standing on a step stool. Alright. Let the fan turn the page and see where it goes. No, because because I want to read Matthew. I want to read this part of Matthew. I want to read through all of it. Okay, let's start. So we are on Matthew. Yes, it did start. We are on Matthew chapter 5, verse 21. You have heard that it was said, to those of old, you shall not murder, and whoever murders shall be liable to judgment. But I say to you, that everyone who is angry with his brother will be liable to judgment. Whoever insults his brother shall be liable to the council, and whoever says, you fool, will be liable to the hell of fire. For if you are offered your gift at the altar, and there remember that your brother has done something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go. First, be reconciled to your brother. Then, come and offer your gift. Come to terms quickly with your accuser while you are going with him to court, lest your accuser hand you over to the judge, and the judge to the guard, and you be put to prison. Truly, I say to you, you will never get out until you have paid the last penny. I'm probably going to talk about some of these, not all of them in super detail, but I do want to say that, of course, this doesn't mean that feeling upset about something is not wrong. It's what you do with it, you know? So when you get angry at somebody and you have a fight and, you know, and you say mean stuff and you are wrathful and you never make up, then, you know, of course that's going to harbor bad feelings, you know? Of course it's going to produce something bad, right? I'm sorry if I'm not super eloquent. I hope that I can explain my point. But basically, it's not saying you can never be upset about things. It's saying that you can't just harbor anger in your heart and hold grudges for people. Because even those who hurt you, we have to try and find it in our hearts to learn to forgive them and move on. You know? Don't hold a grudge. Yes, exactly. And you know what? It is hard. It's been hard. I think for most of us we can say that we have had a time in our life where it's been really hard for us to let go of something. It's really hard for us to forgive sometimes. Forgiveness is tough for me, unfortunately. That's okay. We're not perfect. But as long as you do your best. Kenny, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome. Feelings are transient. How you act upon those feelings, and if you choose to hold on to them is what is important. Yes, exactly. You know? Normally I agree with the same except for one person in my life. I'll never forgive her. Well, I will not delve into that. You know? But I think that it is okay to forgive people, but you know, not... How do I say this? I'm gonna read something. I'm gonna read something further on, and we'll talk about it, okay? I think the meaning of forgiveness is misconstructed with excusing somebody's actions. I only recently understood. Exactly. There is a large difference, you know? And I'm gonna talk about that right after this. Because I'm gonna read something and everybody is gonna get real... you know what? Maybe they won't. But I'm gonna read something that people get really spicy about, but I want to talk about it. Because it's important that we talk about a specific aspect of what I'm about to read next. Alright? You have heard that it was said, you shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your eye causes you to sin, tear it out and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than only your whole body be thrown into hell. If your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body go to hell. Basically, what this is talking about, it's not literally saying, gouge out your eye. Don't do that. What it's saying is that even when it's difficult, when something is driving us to have bad influence, even when it's difficult, we should no longer associate. So, and I feel like this goes directly hand in hand with what we just read. Because it's saying that even if we reconcile with something that has hurt us, something that has wronged us, right? We can reconcile with it, but if let's say you hang out with somebody and they drive you to do some really bad stuff, right? let's say there's a friend of yours, and every time you guys hang out, you always end up at the mall, and they push you to, like, shoplift maybe, right? And you're like, well, I don't want to do that anymore. That's really bad. And they come back to you and they say, oh, I'm really sorry. I really want to be friends again. We don't have to do this, blah, blah, blah. But every time you hang out with them, you just find yourself getting into trouble, right? But it might be hard for you to stop being friends with them. It might be hard for you to cut that out of your life, right? Because, you've been good friends with them. If you find that something is dragging you down, causing you to sin, when you should push yourself, exactly. That's what it's talking about. It's not literally saying, go chop off your arm because you've used your arm to steal stuff, right? It's saying, even when it's the most difficult, sometimes we have to take care of ourselves and cut those things out of our life, even if it hurts. Even if it hurts. There's a difference between... Wait, I'm not supposed to chop off my arm? Oops. Don't worry. Just use, like, some super glue and you'll be good to go. And itinerary. Uh-oh. I made a rule to only chop off other people's arms. A very good rule. But I did want to talk about that. Super glue, yes. No, it'll grow back, no problem. Yeah, exactly. Alright. Let's continue. I'm gonna read through all of it, and if you ever have a discussion that you want to talk about, I would say if there's anything like deeper you want to talk about, definitely. Oh my goodness! Holy moly! What a time to raid! Hello, raiders! Welcome! Welcome, everybody! Hello, Sigrid and Bird! Hello! Welcome, everybody! Welcome! Oh boy! Welcome, everybody! Hello! My name is Sister Abigail! I am a religious sister and a variety streamer! Hello! Today we're doing Bible study! How was your stream? Hold on, what did you two stream? Hold on. It was... Elden Ring? Man, everybody's been playing Elden Ring. Hello! Thank you so much for the raid! We were just talking about chopping off limbs. We did lockpicking for what? Lockpicking? That's so cool! Sometimes I watch videos about people picking locks because it's really cool. It's really cool to see people do it. It's really interesting. How do you learn to do it? I want to learn how. Not like for any not for like any spicy reason, but it's cool to see. And Zach, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome. Thank you, Daniel, for the bits. Thank you. I like lockpicking. Yeah, that guy's cool. Circuit, that guy's really cool. No way now! Lockpicking is a fun hobby. There's a book and kits that can help you learn. It takes a few hours, but it's not so bad. You can buy a lockpick kit off of Amazon. Really? Is it? This sounds really weird, but is it like legal? Is it legal to buy a lockpick kit? Congratulations on your new 5K bit badge, Emmanuel! Yeah, Tazo, thank you so much for... Oh, let me put my little hat on. I thought lockpicking was illegal. It's legal, just don't use it like What? Really? Did you really see money? Okay, hold on. It's legal unless you... Oh, I see. Sorry, officer, I committed the crime of picking a lock. Oh, I didn't get to read that. Hold on. Boop. Right there. It depends on the state, how legal it is, just to have a kit and practice in your... Ah! So you should check your local law. That's interesting. Oh my gosh. Jason, why have you done this? It can be considered paraphernalia for for burglary. Also, I forgot to say, I'm sorry, I think I forgot to say thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I probably seem a little sarcastic now that I have the space, but I promise I'm really happy to see you. Is being a locksmith illegal? No. Lockpicking is... Oh, hold on. Lockpicking is... Abigail, if you want to learn lockpicking, you can go to a lockpicking store or a keymaker. Really? Wow. Yeah, I change... My face changes, but my heart stays the same. Yes. The lockpicking lawyers do not carry the kit. Imagine if... Alright, imagine, right? Imagine if I'm carrying, like, my purse around, right? And I'm sitting on the bus, and I'm like, man, you know, I'm kind of bored. This is a long bus ride. I should practice my hobby. And I just whip out of my purse my lock-picking kit, and I just start picking locks on the bus. And then, like, somebody sees me, and they're like, alright, what are you gonna do with that? But, like, it's my hobby, you know? I just like to casually pick locks, you know? Hey, can you... People have done weirder things on public transport. They certainly have! Hello! Viking, welcome! Thank you for joining us today! Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome! Wow, there are a ton of red flags in that joke! Wait, which one? I feel like I just said like 1,000 things that could get me in trouble, you know? Hello, Charizard! Hello! How are you? Abby would be sus at that point. I think I've already said this, but I feel as though I have been held hostage and I have been forced to think that the sus meme is funny, because I never thought it was funny, and then recently, I don't know why, but it's funny to me now, and I don't know why. I can't deal with it. I can't. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. No, it's not a hipster thing. It's just that, like, certain, like, humor, like, just doesn't like land in my brain. Like, the joke will be out there, and then it like goes into my brain, and it's just not funny. But now it's funny. Now it's not funny. Now it's funny. No, it is funny. Ratify. It's funny against my will. I didn't choose for it to be funny. It just started being funny, and now I can't get rid of it. It's cringe and needs to perish. I agree. Absolutely. And yet here I am. Religious streamers simply cannot deal with it and quits Twitch. That's it. You're right. I'm quitting. I'm quitting.
You didn't choose the
Aya
funny
Coast,
life.
welcome.
The
Thank you
funny
for
life
joining us
chose you.
today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Remy, thank you so much for the 16 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. You didn't choose the funny life. The funny life chose you. And you know what else? You know what else? Thank you so much for the subscription. Unfortunately, I am quitting. I am quitting Twitch forever because I laughed at the sus Among Us. So I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna leave. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Yeah, I'll miss you. Goodbye. Bye. Goodbye. Hello and welcome. Okay, I'm just I'm just kidding. You know I couldn't leave. You know I couldn't leave. And also, hello. I need water. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No, Abby, don't leave. No, it's the no. You know I couldn't leave. She's contractually obligated to stay. The best kind of obligation. Wait. Contract? Wait. Is that what that was? Is that what that was? Hello. I thought that was a grocery list. I thought that was a grocery list. I thought when Twitch presented that to me, it was a grocery list. I mean, I don't know why a grocery list would need a signature, but you know. If they're gonna ask, who am I to say no? Blue, welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome! I shall bring the magical weapons to cook food. Excellent, excellent. That's definitely what we need. We are supposed to be reading. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I should say warning if we are gonna read. I feel bad because the part I'm about to read is, I feel like, is something that people are gonna be like, hey, that's pretty spicy to read on Twitch. But you know what? When I say that we're reading the Bible, we're
My
reading the
favorite
Bible, and I'm
number.
gonna read through it. We're gonna continue. Am I late to Bible study? Yes, but no. You're never late. But I am happy to have you here. Yes. Senchi, thank you so much for the 7 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your favorite number, nice. I like 7 too. The Bible won't read itself. You know what? Who knows?
Hello and welcome.
As somebody who's not Christian but interested in reading the Bible, there's a lot of different reading plans. I always say read John first. Read the book of John first. It's not super long, and it talks about some of the most important aspects of the Bible. I think that you should read John. But there's a ton of different reading plans online, especially ones for people who are just getting started. Inot, Inot, Sorry, the Gospel of John. I should have specified. Read the Gospel of John. But Inot, welcome, Enot. Ralphie? If you're not Ralphie, then who are you? Call you Ralph, but it says that you're not Ralph. But hello, Ralph, and welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome. Oh, goodbye, Ryojin. Have a great rest of the night, and God bless you. But yeah, I'm gonna just warn you. It's an old username. Well, now you are Ralph. I see. Understandable. If you're not Ralphie, you're not living. Have a good night. Yes, have a great night. What is it? Who? Okay, let's continue. Ah! A new kazoo! Thank you, Emmanuel, for a new kazoo! Thank you! Thank you, and God bless you. That's really nice of you. Thank you. I've never seen the throne thing before. It's been broken for so long, I forgot that it existed. Thank you for the new kazoo. Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. But let's continue. Okay? So this one is on divorce. Welcome, Raiders. You are. Honestly, I feel bad for the Raiders. You know, because usually for Bible study, I would say that the Gospels are a pretty nice and interesting read. But the Gospel of Matthew talks a lot about law. It was specifically written with parables and law in mind. So right now we're just reading a bunch of different Jesus commenting on a bunch of different laws. So sorry everybody that we're gonna be talking about some serious subjects right now. Yeah, I do want to warn you. Some of this might be kind of controversial, kind of spicy, but I would say that none of it is really said with, you know, how do I say this? None of it is really bad at all. Drop them in the Southern Baptist tier, Holy Ghost fire preaching. I don't think I have the power in my voice to do that. But oh my gosh, double raid, Jackal! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome! Hello, Jackal. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. I see Blossom and Princess of Pie there as well. Weren't you guys doing D&D? Thank you so much for the 6 months, Blossom. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. How was it? How was your stream? How was it? Did you have fun? I hope you had fun. But yes, we are supposed to be reading the Bible right now. Sometimes,
Goodness.
sometimes,
You.
nothing
Get
is
wrecked
said
at
with
a
ill
possum
intent.
blossom.
Exactly. Also, hi Jojo. It's been a while. How are you? We did have so much fun. Thank you so much for the 17 months, Jacko. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. 17 months. That's a long time. Wow, wait. All right. Now that everybody is rated, time to talk about a super sensitive subject that will guarantee bother somebody. I'm so sorry, everybody. We're reading through Matthew and we're just about to read about divorce. Yeah. Exactly. I agree, lasagna. I agree, lasagna. Alright. We are reading Matthew chapter 5. We are on verse 31. Yes. Perfect subject. I shall be heading out, Miss Abigail. Good night, Ringsmith. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Have a great rest of the night and God bless you. Alright, we are on Matthew chapter 5, verse 31. It is also said, once again, let me tell you, there is context. The context is that Matthew was specifically written for the Jewish. And with that reason, it talks a lot about parallels with the Old Testament. It talks a lot about laws. And it talks a lot about parables. Those are the three things that are really highlighted in Matthew. So Matthew is specifically very heavy with sort of talking about stuff. Don't worry, I am gonna read it. Here we go, let's go. It is also said, whoever divorces his wife, let him give her a certificate of divorce. But I say to you that whoever divorces his wife, except on the ground of sexual immorality, makes her commit adultery, and whoever marries a divorced woman commits adultery. Again, you have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but shall perform to the Lord what you have sworn. But I say to you, do not take an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is the throne of God, or by earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Do not take an oath by your head, do not make one's hair white or black. Let what you say simply mean yes or no. Anything more than this comes from evil. You have heard what it is said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. By the way, if you want to talk about anything more, I have my study Bible. We could talk about it with the study Bible afterwards. So if you have any questions, take notes and we'll go back and look through it with my study Bible, okay? Hi, Screwball. How are you? Let's see. You have heard that it is said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist the one who is evil. But if anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to him the other cheek. And if anyone would sue you, take your tunic and let him have your cloak as well. And if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with him 2 miles. Give to the one who begs from you, and do not refuse the one who borrows from you. You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, so that you may be sons of your Father who is in heaven. For he makes his sun rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and the unjust. For if you love those who love you, what reward do you have? Do not even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet only your brothers, what more are you doing than others? Do not even the Gentiles do the same? You therefore must be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. What this is telling us, I want to review this. This is important because I'm gonna talk about 2 things here. I'm gonna talk about the turn the other cheek thing, and I'm gonna talk about this. So when it says turn the other cheek, it's not saying accept abuse. It's saying that instead of replying with wrath and anger and harshness, do not respond that way. Do not repay evil with evil. Do not repay anger with anger. Saying, when it is difficult, don't do things the easy way. Do best to do your best. Which is exactly what it's also saying when it says love your enemy. It's saying that the sun rises for everybody. Misfortune happens to everybody, good and bad. And it's saying that it's really easy for us to want to be nice to people that are nice to us. Let's see. Also, SpongeBob is me. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There is such thing as righteous anger, Nix. There is such thing. I want to talk about this more, by the way. I saw what you wrote, Haydon. I want to talk about this more. Hi, Cherry. How are you? Could I get a shout out for Cherry? But, it is important that we understand the difference. Because it's not saying to just, accept people hurting you. It's about our response to misfortune. Such is our response to enemies. It's easy to want to... It's easy to be nice to people who are nice to us. But what's really difficult is being nice to the people who hurt us. Being nice to the people who are mean to us. When you meet somebody who's like super rude, and you just wanna tell them to buzz off. You just wanna go tell them to kick dirt. But is that really the right thing to do? James, welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love that. Taking steps to forgive others for being ignorant and cruel is how we prosper as people and how we honor God, bring just a little bit of His good nature into the world. Amen! And I say this a lot, but I really can't stress it enough. That, also, hi Wade, how are you? I can't stress it enough that, part of being a good person, right? A part of being a Christian is being almost like an ambassador of the Lord, right? And what is a good representation of God's love? What is a good representation? Would that be, pointing the finger at everybody and telling them everything they're doing is wrong and evil? Or would it be being an example? Showing goodness, showing tenderness, right? I've always struggled with forgiveness. Mostly because I was never taught... Wait, hold on. Mostly because I was... I always struggle with forgiveness, mostly because I was never taught forgiveness, and because many people wronged me and never sought forgiveness with me. It can be really difficult, right? I've definitely done volunteer work and worked jobs where people have been not very nice to me. And I would work hard to be nice back. To the point where some of the people that I worked with were like, How did you do that? How'd you get that old grumpy guy who comes in all the time to be nice? And I said, well, he's always grumpy. And most people kind of just, brush people off. But I used to work really hard to try and be extra nice to people. Because sometimes I feel like people who are mean or rude, they've just never had somebody, show them the extra mile of kindness. That's not true for everybody, but I try and have that sort of mentality, no matter what I do, So, that's kind of what I do. No one ever nice to the grumpy guy, making the grumpy guy grumpy. And it's not anybody's fault. It's very easy to want to be rude back, Because when people hurt us, that's kind of like our defense mechanism, It's our defense mechanism. We wanna like, what is like a puffer fish? Like a puffer fish, It's very easy when somebody is mean to us. We want to puff up like a little puffer fish, and we wanna sting them with our little puffers, We want to sting them with our little puffers, because we're hurt. You know? We're not doing it because we're mean, we're doing it because we're hurt. But we can learn to defy expectation and work against the norm, the expected, and try and fight through that natural inclination to want to be mean to people back. You know? I'm gonna go eat dinner. Oh, is it dinner time for everybody? Are your tummies grumbling? Go get a snack. Go get a snack. I'm gonna keep going though. I'm gonna keep reading. We're gonna start on Matthew chapter 6. I'm gonna take a sip and then we're gonna go with Matthew chapter 6. Alright, let's keep going. Molly, welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome. Alright. Beware of practicing your righteousness before others in order to be seen by them. For then you will have no reward from your Father in heaven, from your Father who is in heaven. Thus, when you give to the needy, sound no trumpet before you, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may be praised by others. Truly I say to you, that you have received their reward. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what the right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you. I always think it's interesting bringing this up, because in the Bible, it talks a lot about how
Prayers Bible time, prayers Abigail, prayers
the
Bible time,
Pharisees and the
prayers
Sadducees
Abigail.
were getting extra harsh treatment. And that's because often the things that they do are performative instead of to truly do good. Bessie! Thank you so much for the 16 months! Could I get a shot? Oh, you already got it. Oh, how are you enjoying observation duty 4? Thank you so much! Thank you, and God bless you, my friend! Oh, thank you, Lily. That's really kind of you. Thank you. That's very nice. Welcome. Here at this stream, we love our friend Bessie. She's a good cowgirl. She's very cool. And if you don't follow Bessie, you're making a huge mistake, and you better go do it now. Trust me. Sicarius, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Haitian, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome. Wouldn't want to make a mistake like that. Yeah. And I cannot stress this enough. Hi, Seattle Danny. How are you? Oh. Nice. Hey, what's going on today? We're having a rave. We're having a rave, that's what. I ought to attend one of Bessie streams? You ought to. A lizard, welcome! Thank you for joining us today! Welcome to the congregation, welcome! And Lord Nacho, a random Bible verse, let me grab it for you. A lizard in crimson. Wait, do you wear crimson, or are you like a crimson lizard? Random Bible verse time! Here, I flip back to Daniel. Let's see, Daniel 20, or Daniel 2:20. Daniel answered and said, "Blessed be the name of God forever and ever. To him belong wisdom and might." Thank you for the random Bible verse. Okay, let's continue though. We are starting Matthew chapter 6. Verse 5. Yes, we're at verse 5. Also, Manny, hi, how are you? Always gotta have a rave when Bessie shows up. Nice, good plan. I like that plan. Let's continue. We are at Matthew chapter 6, verse 5. And when you pray, you must not be like hypocrites, for they love to stand and pray in synagogues and at the street corners, and they may be seen by others. Truly I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you pray, go into your room, shut the door, and pray to your Father who is in secret. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you. And when you pray, do not heap upon empty phrases as the Gentiles do, for they think that they will be heard for their many words. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask him. Pray then like this. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For if you forgive others their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive others their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive yours. Yes. And by the way, yes, that is where the prayer came from. Yes. When you pray and worship, do not show it. Basically what it's saying is, don't let things be performative. Mean it with your heart. When you do these things, it shouldn't be for performance. It shouldn't be so people look at you and go, wow, what a great person you are. It should be meaningful. It should be from the heart. Of course that isn't saying, like, we shouldn't be here praying together. That's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. It's about not being performative. It's about what's in your heart when you do it. It's because the Pharisees were really known for being loud, performative, wanting people to look at them and be like, wow, they're so righteous and holy. That's not what it's about. It's not about looking like the most righteous, holy, incredible person ever. It's about what's in your hearts. When you pray, pray as though you mean it, right? Don't do good things for praise or credit. Do them out of love. Absolutely, that's exactly what it is. This is nice from the usual insanity from the streams I'm in. You know what's funny, Lizard? I get that a lot on Sundays. Then they tune in for stuff like my Monday and my Wednesday streams, and you might feel like you're welcome back to the chaos again on those other days. In Zoomer terms, don't clout chase with good deeds. But it's basically saying, don't do good to receive good. Do good because it's what's on your heart. You know? Chasing clout is mid, no cap. Thank you, Potato, for those words. I've been hearing everybody saying is mid no cap recently. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Welcome, Bronze. Welcome. That's okay, Cerebral. I completely understand. Okay. Now, let's continue. Once again, some of this might not even make sense because some of it is related to older laws in Judaism. So when I read it and you go, wait, what? It might have to do with that. Just a warning. And when you fast, do not look gloomy like the hypocrites, for they disfigure their faces that their fasting may be seen by others. Truly I say to you, they have received their reward. But when you fast, anoint your head and wash your face, that your fasting may not be seen by others, but by your Father who is in secret. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you. Remind me to look that up in the study Bible, because that's actually something that I'm not sure about. What it has to do, because this is related to law. So let me go back later on, because I want to look about that in my study Bible. Alright. We are now at Matthew 6, verse 19. Do not lay up yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But lay up your treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys, where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. The eye is the lamp of the body. So if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light in you is darkness, how great is the dark? No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate one and love the other, or he will be devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and money. Saying that you cannot be greed-focused, you know? You cannot be focused on greed and love of money, but still be somebody who is selfless and serving, you know? Hey there, I can't stay, but I just wanted to stop in and tell you I love you, I'm praying for you, have a good night and a good dream. Thank you so much, citizen, that's very kind of you. Thank you so much for your prayers, and God bless you. I hope to see you again very soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do not be anxious. This is where the sin of greed comes from. Yes, exactly, exactly. Therefore, I tell you, do not be anxious about your life. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is something that I have to remember a lot, because I get anxious very easily. Very easily. If anybody here in the chat gets anxious very easily, this one is for you. And I have a feeling that is a pretty good portion of people, because I feel like being anxious is something that we're very easily very susceptible to. Fasting is a personal thing between men and God. Making show of it is an insult. Trying to get sympathy and acknowledgement from others because you're fasting. The passage is about greed and pride and humbling to yourselves before the Lord rather than boasting to others. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I guess what I wanted to look up was when it was talking about show, but I guess what it is saying is that like some people will look miserable and gross and really like, oh, woe is me, I'm so hungry because I'm fasting, you know? Also, hello, Mad Pumpkin, welcome back. But I think that's kind of what it's talking about, like you said. This might be the first VTuber I've ever seen that is an open Christian. Surprisingly, there is a good lot of us. I still have not mod. Somebody remind me after stream today to implement the exclamation point Christian VTuber command. But, there is actually a really good amount of us. Yes, and Brian, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am a walking ball of anxiety, but I deal with it. You know, I feel like that's pretty common nowadays. You know, you're not alone. Okay, let's continue. I don't know actually. I don't think that they've ever talked about like religion or anything on their streams. Not that I know of. But I honestly don't know. There's a lot of VTubers who are Christian. They just don't talk about it on stream. So, who knows? Hey people. Hi Ryzen, how are you? It's hard for me to understand you, and this matter affects me. I will go over it, and if you have anything that you want me to repeat, I will make sure and do so. Berry Cherry is also Christian and super cool. And so is Ubu. Yeah. Let me continue. Galatea, also Christian Gang Rise Up. For some reason I got introduced. You probably got introduced from I think she featured one of my clips on her channel, which is probably where you found me. But welcome either way. A lot of people found me from some pretty interesting places, and I'm very happy to have you. Let's continue though, let's continue. We're getting off topic. But I'm gonna make sure and read it and pronounce everything very clearly. This is really important though, okay? We're on Matthew 6:25. Therefore, I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, nor about your body, what you will put on it. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothing? Look at the birds of the air. They neither sow, nor reap, nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. And are you not more valuable than them? And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to his lifespan? And why are you anxious about clothing? Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. Yet I tell you, even Solomon, in all his glory, was not arrayed like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass of the field, which today is alive, tomorrow is thrown into the oven, will he not much more clothe you, O you of little faith? Therefore, do not be anxious, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? What shall we wear? For the Gentiles seek after these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them all. But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, that all these things will be added to you. Therefore, do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Sufficient for the day is its own troubles. There. I saw Cardinal today and I was thinking about that passage. Animals don't really worry about much, if anything. I always look at beautiful stuff in nature and think about that passage. Yeah. Also, hi Solomon, how are you? Solomon and clothed in all of your glory. But yes. I really love that passage. Even David got anxious and he was one of God's favorites. Man feels anxiety because we are both beast and angelic simultaneously, and the beast and angels never feel such anxiety. I do want to bring out, it's more so that we're just not perfect, you know? Being anxious isn't a sin. That's not what it's saying here. It's not a sin. However, it's saying that there's no... We often will worry about the future. You know? I worry about the future too. And I think about this passage. Worrying has got me in a lot of messes and kept me from pursuing much in life. I would say that how many times has being anxious about tomorrow or the next day or next week, how many times have you felt like it's ruined your day thinking about the future? You think about the future and you're just like, oh my gosh, my day is ruined. I'm miserable. And you just get so lost in this black hole of anxiety and worry and being scared about what could happen. How many times has that happened? How many times does that happen? My day, my night, my sleep. I am worried about worrying. So many times. It's too heavy. Yes. I am the fool who worries about the future. You're not a fool, though. The reason why it's talking about it here isn't because you're a fool for feeling that way. It's not because you're a fool for feeling that way. It's because it is so common and so easy for us to feel that way that the Bible is literally reminding us that there is no point in worrying about tomorrow. There's no point in being scared about next week. There's no point. Worrying about the future or tomorrow is facing uncertainty. We don't know what's out there until it comes. Exactly. Sammy! And Ice Hukat? Ice Hukat? Is that how I say your name? But welcome! Welcome, new friends! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. And is it Kudere? Welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And hi, Dabs. How are you? I think what I said is more along the lines of fear than worry. I feel like this kind of encapsulates a lot of different feelings, you know? But what it's saying is that it's really easy for us to get caught up in worrying about the future when really we could avoid that by taking care of our lives now and praying about these things. As somebody who was poor, I had many days where I worried the next day about whether I would be able to eat or not, or get killed by gangs. I am so sorry that you had to go through that. Being in that position is really difficult, and it's very scary. It's very easy for us to worry about stuff like that. I completely understand, man. I hope and pray that you are in a better position in life now. Absolutely. Absolutely. And, RPG Rooster, thank you so much for the gifted sub! Thank you, and God bless you. If only I was in charge of my life, and could take care of myself. I have to worry too much about things well outside of my control. It's very easy for us to get caught up in all of our things, you know? It really is. I get worried still. All the time. I think that people expect that because I read the Bible and do Bible studies and stuff, that, you know, I'm not like this completely worried chihuahua of a human, and I absolutely am. I worry constantly about things. I do. And I gotta like, you know, check myself before I wreck myself, you know? I gotta look back and think about this stuff. I gotta remember, God has a plan for me. I gotta work hard and do my best, and God has a plan for me. I'm in a better place now, seeing I'm able to eat every day thanks to God. What a blessing. Amen. Thank you so much for sharing, and I am so happy that you are in a better place. Anxiety is fear, and worry is trying to take on the future all at once can ruin your health. It's not wrong to worry, but we should moderate ourselves. Let God take care of the day after tomorrow. We should focus more on what needs to get done now. Exactly, Pumpkin. Exactly. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say. You know? Is we can get so caught up in all of these things that we should do the day after that day. And really, we should focus on what needs to get done now because God is taking care of us. And I just think it's nice reading the Bible and seeing that reminder there. Because it is really easy for us to get caught up in our own worries. Yeah. I have big anxiety since I'm a kid. I take medication and don't have a normal life, but I thank God all the time for what I have. Well, you know what? I'm gonna keep you in my prayers, and I think that having a positive outlook on it like that is excellent. But I really do pray that, you know, you keep having that positive outlook, and I'm so glad that you thank God all the time for what you have, because it is very easy for us to get anxious about stuff. Hi, Charles, how are you? How are you doing today? Hello. Let me take a sip and we'll keep going, okay? Alright, let's keep going. Alright, we are at chapter 7.
Hello and welcome.
I might end it at chapter 7 today. I feel like we've had, Teasel! Welcome! Thank you for joining us today! Welcome to the congregation! Welcome. She escaped? Oh my goodness, Emmanuel! It sounds like you've been through a lot. Thank you for being here with us today and sharing so much of your story with us. And I'm very happy for your mother as well, that she took such a good care. What a blessing. Amen. Alright. Let's keep going. We're gonna read chapter 7 now together. Come read with us, Charles. Come read with us. We are reading Matthew chapter 7. Judge not, that ye'll not be judged. For with the judgment you pronounce, you will be judged. And with the measure you use it, will be measured to you. Why do you see the speck that is in your brother's eye, but do not notice the log that is in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when there is a log in your own? You hypocrite. First take the log out of your own eye, then you will see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. Do not give dogs what is holy, and do not throw your pearls before pigs, lest they trample them underfoot and turn and attack you. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, and the one who seeks first, and to the one who knocks, it will be open. Or which one of you, if his son asks him for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for fish, will give him a serpent? If you then, who are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give good things to those who ask him? There's a lot of good stuff that we just read. First off, it's talking about judgment, right? And this is something that I've talked about before. And I think that it's something that a lot of us have a hard time with.
Hello and welcome.
And Ka, welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Which translation are you reading? ESV. We're reading ESV translation. Yes. But it is not saying, right? How do I say it? There's a very large difference between judging others and accountability, right? I never noticed that Abby. No, I'm looking down. You just can't tell because of the angle, right? I'm looking down. My eyes aren't closed. Yeah. The line between judgment and discernment is thin. Yes, and it specifically talks about holding people who are of faith, more accountable than others. Because when we say stuff like, oh, this person is bad, they're doing this bad stuff, they're doing all this sin, look at how sinful they are. We're all human, and I can definitely say that, we all sin. We all do bad stuff before. We've all done stuff that we aren't proud of. We've all done stuff that, we aren't supposed to. And is it really good for us to point the finger at somebody and just be like, look at the evil and gross stuff you're doing, right? And it's not to say that you can't, understand when something is wrong and you can't hold people accountable, but there's a large difference between condemning somebody and coming from a place of concern and love for what they're doing. Let's say somebody in your life has, I feel like this is a pretty heavy example, but this is kind of the only one I could think of, right? Let's say somebody in your life has a drinking problem and they drink super heavily, right? There's two ways you could approach it, You could understand, come from a place of love, help hold them accountable, ask them for ways that you can help them, right? Or point out, be like, you disgusting drinkard! How dare you? Look at you, you're so gross. Which one do you think would get them in the heart more, if somebody heard that, they would harden their heart and not want to listen to you. If you just go and you just call somebody a bunch of names. Wait! Isn't that a word? Hold on. A drunkard, I'd be pretty mad. Hold on. No, wait! You mean drunkard. Oh! A drunkard, but you all know what she meant. you call somebody names and you point the finger and you're like, look at you, you're so gross and bad and awful. Like, do you think they're gonna wanna listen to you? They're gonna think that they're gonna harden their heart. They're gonna harden their heart, and they're not gonna wanna listen. They're not gonna wanna listen to you. Oh my gosh, no, don't give me the face, no!
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Slay, thank you so much for the 9 months! Thank you, God bless you, thank you. Basically, you're doing sin yourself as they are doing sin. Worry about others that have sinned when you have sinned you have committed yourself. How can you judge somebody somebody who have something in their eye when you have something in yours? Exactly, it's saying to take a look at yourself before you go out and you start pointing fingers and calling names and telling people that they're evil and they're sinning and they gotta fix it, And I feel like that's something that a lot of people like doing nowadays. I feel like people nowadays really love to do that. But then again, they always have, because here in the Bible it shows the Pharisees and the Sadducees doing the same exact thing. I think it's very, very natural for people to want to point out other people's flaws, Wicked Show, welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome! I think it's wicked cool that you're here! Hey, at least I tried. Okay. I like pointing out the horrific evils of my enemies, like the Abigail chick. Ah! What? Completely degenerate, that one. What? That's okay, Jimmy. Have a great rest of the night. Thanks for hanging out and God bless you. Oh, wait. You don't have your sound on. Thank you, Jimmy. Hold on. God bless you. It's okay, Joe. Welcome. Also, hello, Deboko. How can I feel better about my own flaws without pointing out the flaws of others? Exactly. How am I supposed to feel good if I don't tell chat how awful they are? How are you guys supposed to feel better for yourselves if you don't bully the streamer? Duh! First time I've heard drinkard. Is that a retort for people who drink water? I'm gonna use that from now on. Also, hello, BJ Star! BJ Starshine, yes, hello! Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello!
Oh my goodness, thank you.
And Jill, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Oh wait, you're continuing your sub. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. How am I supposed to feel good if I don't tell chat how awful they are? I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. It's a joke. Clip that streamer. I don't have a thing. Thank you, totally legit dude, for 17 whole months. Let's continue, guys. But thank you for using. By the way, guys, thank you for using the new redeem. I would love to. Absolutely, Diva. Absolutely. And thank you for the vid slay. Thank you. Thank you, and God bless you. That yolk scrambled my brain. Good. And thank you, Charles, for the sub. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. All right. Let me take
Oh my goodness,
a little sip. Let me take a sip, okay? Let's continue. Where am I? The golden rule. Okay, here we go. Drinker. No! I'm not a drinker. No. Thank you for the clip. Okay, let's keep going, guys. So whatever you wish that we're on Matthew chapter 7 verse 12. Matthew chapter 7 verse 12. All right? So whatever you wish that others would do to you, do also to them. For this is the law and the prophet. Enter by the narrow gate, for the gate is wide, and the way is easy that leads to destruction.
Thank you for the
And those who
lovely
enter
babies.
by it are many. For the gate is narrow, and the way is hard that leads to life, and those who find it are few. Thank you for the bit, Solomon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is your Christianity religion? Yes, I am religious. My relationship with God is personal, but my belief is my religion, yes. Absolutely. Let's continue. Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves. You will recognize them by their fruits. Are grapes gathered from thorn bushes or figs from thistle? So every healthy tree bears good fruit, but diseased tree bears bad fruit. A healthy tree cannot bear bad fruit, nor can a diseased tree bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down, thrown into the fire. Thus you will recognize them by their fruits. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. On that day, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name, cast out demons in your name, and did many mighty works in your name? And then I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you workers of lawlessness. I want to say that this is talking about false teachers, false prophets. Once again, Jesus is very, very, very harsh with false teachers because it's so important that when you are listening to something like a Bible study or like you go to church, right? The things that we talk about from the Bible, I never want to misrepresent. I never want to, tell you guys something that isn't true. A lot of people will use the name of God for their own gain, right? I would say that it's talking specifically about the Pharisees. It's not talking specifically, but it is related to using the Pharisees as an example. Because once again, the Pharisees would often talk about the Bible, would talk about the teaching. They would talk about God, right? But they would also use the church to steal money. They would use their authority to hurt people, take advantage of those who were misfortune. There are many of those leading astray. I don't like to talk too much about modern. Also, Father, welcome! Thank you for joining us. Father Angelus, welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome! But I want to say that I don't want to talk too much about anybody modern specifically, but there are definitely people who use their platform,
Praise
who
him.
use their authority to take money from those who are in difficult situations, people who make false promises, people who will say, oh, all you have to do is give a little money and just give me your money, just send me your money and good things will happen. You know? Wildcat, thank you so much for the let's see, what is it? 11 months. Thank you, and God bless you. I'm not gonna name names because I don't feel like it's good for me to be like, oh, look at how bad these people are. But I do want to say that there are people who take advantage, and it hurts, and it's upsetting to see. But there's people who take advantage of those who don't know better. They'll say stuff like, oh, all you have to do is give me a little money, and it'll grow. Trust me. Send me money all the time, and it's gonna grow. You know? And there's a bunch of stuff where people will take advantage of those who don't know better, people in difficult situations, and they'll use it for greed. Just like you said, Charles. Are you talking about the IRS, aren't you? Reminds me of the scene in VeggieTales when he's like, I'm from the IRS. Absolutely not, Florida man. In fact, I encourage everybody to. There are many free ways to contribute. Thank you, Wicked Jeff, for the gifted sub. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you. Yeah. The maniacal laughter is golden. What? If we don't need names, they know what they're doing, and we just pray. You know, and I think that's what it's about. Now, I said Pharisee mode, but technically I do admit and point out my faults on the regular. No, starstruck. Starstruck. Nope. Nope! I mean, your laughter is cute. But that is kind of obvious. Well, also, thank you, Hill! Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you, and God bless you. But, there's certain things that I would say are obvious to some, but it might not be obvious to others, or sometimes people have to hear the words to really get it, you know? Sometimes you have to hear somebody say the words for it to really, like, get into your head, you know? Sometimes you have to... Huh?
And welcome.
Why, Key? Welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome. Let's continue though. I think we're gonna finish at Matthew 7. I don't think we're gonna read 8 today, just because we've been going for a while reading. Everyone then... Oh, we're at Matthew, chapter 7, verse 24. Everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on the house. But it did not fall,
Hello.
because it had been founded on the rocks. And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat against that house. And it fell, and great was the fall of it. When Jesus finished these sayings, the crowds were astonished at his teaching, for he was teaching them as one with authority, and not as their scribe. There we go. I think we're gonna end it today. There. We're gonna talk more, don't worry. We usually talk after stream. But I think that's where we're gonna end our reading today, and then we'll hang out and chat for the rest of the time. Let me grab my study Bible. Ugh. Oh, I forgot. I still have to read that magazine that talked about women in the Bible. I forgot it. I forgot about that. Hold on one second. One moment. Oh. Good on you for doing this. Thank you, everybody. Honestly, I'm just happy to have you guys all here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Oh, Dr. Mustache! Welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome. Not gonna lie, every time I hear Abby get up from her chair, I almost expect to hear a fall. Look! Just because I've done it 1, 2, 3 times does not mean it will happen a 4th time. Am I breaking up? Am I? Break up. that streamer. I need to fix that. You're shattering. Thank you for the ratings. I have to go back to work for a half hour for weekly inventory. God bless you. Thank you for hanging out with us. Agomera. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, God bless you. Thank you. Sad Sax needs to play for the timer. I set like a limit for the sad saxophone. Why'd you add a cooldown timer for the sax? You know exactly why, and the fact that you're asking means that you know. Hi Viper, how are you? Also hello Leo. You set a timer? I sure did. Air horn still works? Yeah, but it's quick enough for like if people use it, it doesn't it doesn't like True, Abby, you didn't want to be in the fire for too long. That is how you get roasted. What? In the fire. Okay, guys, I have a question. That reminded me. The comment about roasting reminded me, right? When you toast your marshmallows, are you the type who likes them to still be like spongy? Do you turn them really carefully so it doesn't burn? Or are you the type that just lights the marshmallow on fire and eats it when it's charred? I wait until they're charred and eat them. I have work tomorrow. Thank you, Diva! Thank you for hanging out. Have a great rest of the night. God bless you. Hallelujah. Alright. Oh my gosh. Okay. I like them. I see a lot of... Let's see. If they're charred, they're cooked. You microwave them. Wait! Wait, what? Terrible! Who had this poll? Nicely caramelized. Abigail, help! I don't want to go to work tomorrow! I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry, Noir! I'm so sorry! However, if you have a positive outlook, and you get it done, you'll go to work and you'll get it done, you're gonna be so much happier. Does anybody use a blowtorch on the road? One time I went to a cafe. And they had a hot chocolate, and they got a blowtorch out for the marshmallows on the hot chocolate. So they did like this fancy hot chocolate, and they brought out a marshmallow, and they had a blowtorch, and they went and they blowtorched the marshmallow, and it was so good. Thank you for bringing the rotisserie marshmallows. No, thank you. I used to have a torch because one of my favorite desserts to make was a creme brulee, but it broke. So now I don't. That sounds downright hedonistic. It was a very, very, very hefty hot chocolate. It was a very hefty hot chocolate. Wait, did I miss a joke? Abby Shatter? This channel is just the right place for peace and refraction. Okay, I get it. That was actually good. I used the same torch not 1 minute ago. Very different reason, though. Oh. Wait. You know what? I'm not gonna ask. I was like, I wonder why, but I can't imagine what you would be needing to light on fire. You know? Please don't burn your house down, okay, Outcast? Please don't burn your house down. Thank you. I used that same torch to burn its smiley face. Don't. No, Outcast, see what Potato said? Don't do that. Don't do that. Hubert, welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome. Oh, thank you for the bits. Thank you. And God bless you. Thank you. Hold on, that reminds me. Katanya's channel? Hold on. Are the emote? One of my favorite emotes. One of my favorite emotes is this one. Hold on. My friend Katanya has this emote, and it's like her with the fire. I love it. And she's just like with the fire behind her. Kind of like hold on. Kind of like this. Yeah. That emote is gonna give me nightmares. Oh, that was really good too, the Olivia one. Wait, these are good! Wait, how many people have on fire emotes? How many people have on fire emotes? It's because the mods rigged the poll, Quiet! Because they rigged it! They want me to bring back the saxophone without the timer.
Goodness, thank you.
Tenton, thank you so much for the gifted... Oh, we're continuing this up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you. I know, but I want some puppy snacks. When I was little, I used to eat dog treats. It was like the forbidden fruit. And I was like, I'm not supposed to eat this. And so I used to eat them. I used to hide. I used to hide in a corner. I used to hide in a corner behind a couch. And I would eat them. Because I knew I would get trouble. I was like, tee hee. No one will ever find me here. Did they taste good? They tasted very starchy. And I'm trying to think. Think of like a stale cracker that you buy from the 99-cent store. So like you go to the 99-cent store. You go to the 99-cent store, right? And you get like a box of crackers. And you leave it open on accident. Or like, you know, like somebody leaves it open. And you're like, oh no, now they're stale. And then you eat them. That's what they taste like. That's what they taste like. They taste like that. No, I don't want to eat any more milk bones. I always wanted to try. Yeah, I kind of did too. Did you get them in sour cream? No. How did the dog kibble taste? I'm curious. The devil's biscuit. I'm telling you. Honestly, I think it was the Scooby snacks that made me want to try it. You know? Wait. I don't remember that from King of the Hill. I feel bad. I don't remember that. But I cannot believe. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, Charles. That's what I'm saying. Were Scooby snacks? Abigail lies on stream. Wait, what? Wait, what now? No! No, Zippo, no! Don't give me... I'm not gonna eat the dog treats anymore. If you were a swimmer, you would eat a scuba snack. God. I don't remember that. I don't remember that one, but now I gotta watch it. I love King of the Hill. I love King of the Hill. King of the Hill is a great show. Scuba snacks. dry humor. Olive is doing really well. She is actually on some antibiotics right now, and literally just a couple days on antibiotics, and she's already doing a lot better. She still is having balance problems, but
Hi,
she
Abby.
seems
Hope
more
your
like
weekend has been well.
aware.
Olivia has been
She seems
very
more
sick this
aware.
past week. My prayers go out to her that
She
she
seems
gets well
like
soon.
she's like also I noticed that she had a fever recently. You can kind of feel it with her ears. Like if you feel a cat's ears when they have a fever, you can hear it, like you can feel it. But she's been getting better. I think she's taking a nap right now. I'm still gobsmacked by the fact that you just said you regularly called the corner. Like, I was like 5 years old, Potato. I was like 5 years old. Episode 4. Okay. Noted. Why did you eat them? Because I wasn't supposed to. Also, Game Baron, thank you so much. Hi, Abby. Hope your weekend has been well. Olivia has been very sick this past week. My prayers go out to her that she gets well soon. Oh my goodness! I didn't know that she was sick. Poor Olivia. I will absolutely keep her in my prayers, and I'll check up on her too. Thank you for the 3 months, Game Baron, and thank you for letting me know. And HP Lovecraft, welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'ma say it. King of the Hill was my least favorite show growing up when I only had 12 channels as a kid. So when Family Guy, Simpsons, or American Dad wasn't on, I would watch King of the Hill. Oh no! I can't believe Abby was skittering around her house at the age 20. No! I was a tiny little critter. Yeah. So did you see that the new? I really want to play it. Should I play the new Stanley Parable on Thursday? You were a very tiny little critter at the age of 20? No, I was like 5! But I'm person-sized, man. I'm person-sized. I'm person-sized now. I think I know what my next video is gonna be. No! Potato, no! You were 5 at the age of... Ugh. You guys, I can't tell you anything! I'm person-sized. Thumbelina was person-sized. No, she was thumb-sized. That's why her name was Thumbelina. It's literally in her name. Her name was Thumbelina because she was the size of a thumb. I think that's what I'm gonna do this week. I do have another collab this week, too. I have another Galatea Fang Freya Left 4 Dead 2 collab this week. By the way. Yeah, I am fairly tall. I am fairly tall compared to most VTubers. Then person size is thumb size. Oh my gosh, you guys. 5'3" is not tall. Look.
Thank you for the lovely
Wait, did somebody say no? No, it's not my birthday. No. Thank you for the bits electro Reba, but no, it's not my birthday. Thank you though, thank you. God bless you. No. Also, I am 5'3". I'm 5'3". It's always Abby's. No, it's not. No, it's always Chad's birthday. It's Chad's birthday. It's not my birthday. I roar.
Hello, and
welcome, 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 welcome! Anyway, it's not my birthday! Wait, no, it's not my birthday, stop! We got you a can of dog food, guys! No, I don't want to eat dog food! No! No, I don't want to eat dog food! How many birthdays is this? I don't know. Dashi, welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, wait. No, wait! Oh, you're bringing dog food to the... No! No, no, no. 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 No dog food at the potluck. What? No, don't bring dog food to the potluck. No. I'll give it away. Sour cream lace. No! I'm not a sour cream girl! I'm not a sour cream girl! I'm not! Whoopie doopie doo, where are you? Hey! For my next karaoke, should I do show tunes? Don't bring... Wait, hold on. Don't bring dog food to the potluck. That's what she's bringing. She'll be so embarrassed if you bring the same thing. What will the dogs eat at the potluck then? That's true. That's true. Alright, fine. If you bring dog food to the potluck, the dogs can eat. There. You're either sour cream or cheddar cheese. If I had to choose between the two, I'd probably pick cheddar. You're a sour cream girl in a sour world, like in dairy. It's kind of scary. Alright. Cause she is living in a sour cream world, and I am a sour cream girl. No, I'm not. Cheddar cheese doesn't really do good for sunburns. It doesn't. So I need to let all the dogs out. Who's gonna let the dogs out? Who? Who's gonna let the dogs out? Who? Hola, Abby. Hola, Dirk. How are you? Hello. God, she turned away. What was she looking at? Wait, hold on. She was a happy girl the day that she... Wait, hold on. I'm really bad at guessing songs by the lyrics. It's an old ring, but it checks out. Bless Sunday, bro. Bless Sunday. Absolutely. Hold on. I gotta check. Wait, I don't know this song. Sour Girl? There's no way that Sour Girl is actually a song. No. Bye, Hill. Have a great rest of the night. Thanks for hanging out and God bless you. Nice stream before my math course tomorrow. Oh, good luck. I'm terrible at math. There is a small part of me. Oh! Hold on. I gotta write something on my whiteboard. Hold on. I gotta write this on my whiteboard. Hold on. Tender. Now you have to sing it. Do I? Alright, sorry. I had to write down an idea on my whiteboard. I kind of want to ask you guys about the idea, but at the same time, I don't want to spoil it. But at the same time, I don't know if it would be funny as a reoccurring thing. Oh! Thank you, Kitty. I gotta write that down too. There. Dairy thing karaoke. No, not a dairy thing karaoke. Sing the Baha Men version of Crocodile Rock. Best version, don't at me. You're bringing hot dogs? Thank you. Thank you for not bringing something weird to the potluck there. Thank you. Because everybody else has been like, I'm gonna bring sour cream, I'm bringing dog food, and you know what? We are currently all full. I'm assuming we're done, so good night, everybody, and be nice. Good night, Horowitz. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great rest of the night, and God bless you. And Potato, Sonora hot dogs are very good if you want to Google it. So what's going on? I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Wow, these look like fancy hot dogs. Fancy schmancy. Wait, hold on. Dog food, more dog food, pasta salad, tacos, more dog food for the weekly prep. Oh my goodness. Everybody, look. I save money. Don't forget about the Mountain Dew. Oh, the Baja Blast guys aren't here. Thank goodness. If the Baja Blast guys were here and they heard you say Mountain Dew, my chat would be full of Baja Blast comments. There's like fish food. No, I mean really. I thought we were praying or reading the Bible. Now we're talking about food. Well, because the first hour and a half is usually when we do the Bible study, SJ. So we had already finished. Today we read Matthew 5 through 7. We read Matthew 5 through 7. Yeah. But there's like two camps of people that like come in and say stuff that I don't understand. And there's the Mountain Dew Baja Blast people, and then there's the big fan people. Monster energy drinks? Thank you. Abner's gonna need it. Yeah. Hi, big fan here. Hello, big fan. Hello. Every once in a while, I get people who come into my chat and say big fan here, and they've never said anything else before. The first person to do that was named, Banana. I can't say the rest of their name because it's bad, but their name is, I call them Banana, and, he came into my chat and said, big fan here, like, once every other stream. And then all of a sudden, people would just start showing up to my stream and saying, hi, big fan here, and they would clip it. Hold on. One of my like top viewed clips is me asking Banana about the big fan thing. And I have no idea who they are. Who are these people? They just come in and go, hi, big fan here. It's an esoteric kind of trolling. You know what? I respect it because it sticks in my brain. Now I'm thinking about it. Tender? Hi, big fan. I'm Dad. Then there's the Mountain Dew Baja Blast people, and there's people who show up to my stream, but they only show up to talk about Baja Blast. That's it. They show up and they go, "You drinking Baja Blast?" No, corn on the cob, but I got hungry on the way here to eat all the corn. That's okay. I still got a 6-pound can of corn left. Kibby? Hi, Abby. I have 12 different tabs of the... Oh my gosh! Are you okay, Wumbly? Are you gonna, like, overload your brain? Baja Blast. Are you okay? Where are they at? I love Baja Blast. See? Your name, Outcast from Xbox, you sound like somebody who would be with the Baja Blast people. Right? Like that, like they have like your name. DWT welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No, it's normally 20 tabs for me. I can't listen to like more than 2 things, I guess. Mango Pepsi, is that real? Oh, wait, they have Mango Pepsi, Berry Pepsi, Peach, is that peach? Lime? Cherry? Sorry, Abby, I had to go close up the birds. That's okay. Can you swim in can corn or would you sink? I don't know. Abby is gonna understand what banana meant when she's on her deathbed. Her final request is a computer to join a new and upcoming streamer's chat and say hi, big fan here. She spends minutes of her life mumbling the same phrase again and again, wondering how her life would have gone if she had understood sooner. That's exactly what it is. Hi, big fan here. Okay. Green tea Kit Kats are really good. When I first started streaming, one of the first like non-gaming streams that I did, besides like Bible study, was trying snacks. And I tried different flavors of Kit Kat. Thank you, Corny. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh no, banana. Gotta bring that back. If I put weird snacks up, maybe I'll do like a stream, you know? There related a streamer guy who hadn't eaten bananas in years and finally he put on a banana suit and went for the challenge as an incentive. He can't stand bananas, so it was definitely difficult for him. You know, Bessie is allergic to bananas, but she learned recently that it is only ripe bananas that she is allergic to. Wait, I tried the strawberry cornbread ice cream? Oh! You tried all the weird flavors, right, Rooster? Bean Boozled? I did a Bean Boozled stream with Doom. Let me tell you, Bean Boozled is like the meanest product ever. Bean Boozled is like the worst thing ever because it never gives you the good stuff. Like, it says that it's like 50-50. It's totally not. They lie. Gray Poupon and pretzel ice cream? Oh my gosh, I want to try that. Listened to the Bible study earlier while looking after my daughter. Really enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Astro, for listening. I'm really glad to have you there. They used to have a toothpaste flavor, and I actually liked that one. The only good stuff. Yeah, see, somebody else said it. Goodbye, Dandy. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great rest of the night, and God bless you. Oops, all earwax. Hee. Oatmeal cream pie. Really? Oh, let me take a sip. One of them almost made me throw up on stream. I think it was... Which one was it? It was either like the fish one or the dog food. I think it was the dog food. The main ones are really gross. I think it was the dog food one that almost made me throw up on stream. It was really disgusting. But I thought I ate the little... Stop! I ate the dry food when I was a kid. Okay? But I think it was supposed to be the canned one. Yeah, nice try. You can't pedal back now. No! a better... Oh my gosh. I shouldn't have even told you guys about my dog food story. I shouldn't have even told you. I don't like the taste of dog food. The sardine one is disgusting. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that flavor. Blech. Definitely get some rest, Sigourney. Have a great rest of the night. I don't mind bringing you some Alpo. Wait, what? Alpo. Alpo? Alpo dog food? Ugh. 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 I feel bad for the people who had to do the taste test. I agree. I completely agree. Sorry, I'll stop. No, it's okay. I was just kidding. Don't worry. Dude, just been chilling all day on Sundays, Abigail. I go to church, and sometimes I do some stuff, but I try... By stuff, I mean, sometimes I, like, volunteer. I haven't been able to volunteer recently, but I like to volunteer on Sundays. I haven't been able to recently, but I think I'm gonna be able to again very soon. And then I come home, and then I relax, and then I stream. When you ate dog food, did you use a spoon or straight from the... No, I ate the little, like, I ate the treats, like the dog treat. Wait, the dog taste food tests are done by people? No, like the jelly beans, like the what is it called? Bean Boozled, the Bean Boozled taste test. You gotta taste test them, right? Ow. I hit my funny bone. Do you have a water bowl next to you, or... You know? Yeah, it's not funny. Give me a second. They have basically Go-Gurt for cats now? Wait, what? Abby can't tell chat anything. I can't. Hold on. Go-Gurt for cats. What? Squeeze-ups? What? That's cool. I want to get this for Olive and Ruby. Gonna get this for Olive and Ruby. Wait, these images are so good. Hold on, I'm finding stuff on Google. Look at this.
Hello and welcome.
Astro, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome. Look. Look at this cat. Like, it kind of looks like this. Like, don't forget to feed your kitty. A Christian VTuber? Blessed! Yes! I'm sorry that you're here later. We had Bible study earlier today. Every Sunday, like the first hour and a half is like Bible study. But I do stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday as well. Welcome, Astro. Welcome. Wait, I'm finding really good images on Google. Thank you, Google. Hold on. That one didn't show for some reason. Wait. Some of these are so good. Hold on, let me see. Those were... Ah! Look at this cat. Go-Gurt. I will find it. I will find it. Hold on, look. Eh? Why didn't that one show up? Some of these just aren't showing up. That's funny. Vitakraft is a brand you can look at too? Really? The average Go-Gurt enjoyer. There we go. The Go-Gurt enjoyer. We'll put it right there. We'll put it right there. Actually, right there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I got a sassy cat. She would love this. Get your sassy cat Go-Gurt today. The cat on the packaging looks traumatized? Let me look. Are you talking about which one? Because there's two different packages I see. There's this one. Hold on. There's this one. That one? On the image on screen, the cat on the... Oh, you mean this... Oh, you mean the one on the screen. Hold on. I see it right there. There. The cat is cute though, right? The cat is pretty cute. Right? I like the kitty though. I like the kitty cat. Search for Vitakraft Gourmet Jelly. Vitakraft Gourmet Jelly. Wow. Wait, what is this? Like, jelly? Ew, it's kind of gross looking. But I'm sure cats love it. I'm sure cats love this, but it looks really gross. Just suggested them on your throne? Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Speaking... Oh! Thank you! You reminded me! I have gotten the weirdest suggestion on my throne. Someone decided to recommend gummy mice, 2 $600 wheels of cheese, crickets, dubia roaches, frozen mice, another $600 wheel of cheese, a tortoise, 25 pounds of corn, and then there's another one that is just a tarantula. Somebody was like, you want a tarantula? Somebody recommended me a tarantula on my phone. Yeah, and a tortoise. A whole tortoise. A whole tortoise. Yeah, you want to see spider alert for people who are afraid of spiders, I guess. Yeah, somebody was like, hey, do you want this? They suggested this to me on Throne. They suggested this to me on Throne. What gets me is the whole wheels of cheese. You know what? I have no problem with tarantulas, actually. I have no problem with tarantulas. But $600 wheels of cheese and $20 worth of crickets? I don't know. Blossom had me put a cursed-looking ceramic possum off Etsy online. Really? Cheese is my limit. No, I like the cheese, but $600 worth of cheese. Like, how do you even manage that? How do you even manage $600 worth of cheese? How do you even manage that? Goodness knows. Goodness knows. Oh! You know what it is? It's my stream deck is right here. My stream deck is right here, and I keep pressing it with my finger. Everything is fine. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Am I okay? Muted? I don't believe you. Everybody else says I'm okay. We heard the scream. Oh, excellent, excellent. Excellent. Very glad you could hear the scream. Very glad you could hear it. But, how many wheels of cheese will there be? One wheel of cheese. One wheel of cheese for $600. It's a very large wheel of cheese. It's a very large wheel of cheese. I said wheeled. I was gonna say a large wheel of cheese. I mean, it is a large wheel. It is a large wheel, but it's also, like, it's large to wield it. You know? Managing a $600 wheel of cheese is as easy as a $40 one. That's true, that's true. You could only make a unicycle with that. Yeah, it would be very, what do I say? I'd want to be able to live... Did you turn that on because I muted on accident? Did you turn that on because I muted? Is that what you're trying to do right now? I gotta stub my wheels for the night. A single one? Yeah! Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you. It's this. It's this. Here. It's this. But they gave me a bunch of different ones. They gave me a bazillion different ones. They're like, here, you want like 5 wheels of cheese? Wait! Who's going to bed? Goodbye stream, goodbye people. Bye Ryzone, have a great rest of the night. Thanks for hanging out and God bless you. I mean, that's 40 pounds of cheese. Wait, really? That's 40 pounds of cheese? Oh, I guess it is. Did you get a wheel of sour cream? No. Hi, Luna. How are you? Welcome. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome. Sorry, I got, like, chronic hiccups now. I just came back and you linked $600 worth of cheese. Well, you see, somebody on my throne recommended me that. This is brand new. I got recommended a 16-pack of bacon-flavored noodles? What is this? What? Oh, the Vita Crab jelly. Okay, fine. There's a lot of weird stuff on here. There's a lot of weird stuff. Somebody also recommended me, like, hold on, some MREs? No, ready to eat. Oh, they're like camping meat. Oh, these ones are like military. I suggested the jelly and the bacon noodles. Really? MRE tasting stream, baby? Would that be fun? Would you actually like that? Would you like that? Should I do that? Maybe? I got a new desk, but they sent me the wrong piece. Yeah, I was just gonna say. So, I got a new desk, but they sent me the wrong piece for the top of the desk. So I'm trying to get throne support to help me out. And once I get my new desk set up, I was thinking of setting up for a hand cam. Yeah. Will you have a hand cam? I wanna do it cause I wanna do like the like if I do like a snack stream, I would like to do it with the hand cam. Yeah. Or like doing like those like tiny little like making treats thing. I think that would be fun. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Huh? But yeah. You'd watch it?
Hello.
Glenn! Hello and welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have hands. Look, I got hands. Got two of them. Check it out. Check it out. See, I'm person size. I told you, I'm person size. Yeah! Her hands atrophied away after subsisting entirely on dog food and sour cream for years. I eat healthy. I do meal planning and I plan nice, healthy meals. I do not eat dog food and I only use sour cream once in a while for good recipes. Okay? I am not a sour cream girl. Mystery orbs. I only eat some of the mystery orbs, not all of them. Not all of them. Only some. Only some. Here we go. I flip to Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 5. Whoever keeps a command will know no evil, and the wise heart will know the proper time and the just way. Thank you for the random Bible. Oh, I look sad. Or I look blech. A dollop? A dollop a daisy. This is what happens when you give Abby people food. She won't go back to her kibbles and bits. Yeah, now I'm a picky eater. Alright. I got one sip left. One shot. One opportunity. One shot. One opportunity. And I can't eat after midnight. Okay, question. How do they know when it's okay to feed a gremlin? How do they know when it's okay to feed the gremlins? What is the rule? So you can't feed them after midnight. But how do you know when they have gone past the threshold of midnight? Exactly. How do they know which times? How do they know? How do they know? They found out Mogwai was the survivor of the last outbreak. Wait, what? When the sun rises? So it's when the sun rises? Drinkers. Prayers from drinkers. Gremlins adhere to daylight savings, I see. They have little watch. Oh, I see. Abby, you're giving me an... I'm sorry, Jibby. I had to ask. See, that's why I'm saying. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's always after midnight, but it's also always... See, that's what I'm saying. The rule is you can't feed them after midnight, but you can feed them after midnight. So just feed them after midnight if you want to avoid feeding them after midnight. A lot of people had problems adhering to this. A simple solution, obviously, is to feed them after midnight. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When the moon is at its zenith. Wait, what is that? I'm learning a lot of words today.
For the lovely biddies.
If it's after midnight, just drive to the next time zone in less see, now that's some thinking, Remy. That's some thinking. Also, thank you for the bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Izzy. At the time which something is most powerful or successful. The point in the sky or celestial sphere directly above the observer. Interesting. Interesting. Ah. I'm learning new words. I'm getting smarter. Guys, I do have to admit, I would be so scared to take an IQ test on stream. I've talked about that with I talked about that with man, I feel like it's gonna ruin the quote. I talked about it with Freya. I can see why. Huh? What do you mean, Waggle? Huh? Huh? What do you mean? Huh? Huh? You can see why what? Huh? Huh? I'm just kidding. I took my IQ test and it came back negative. Don't read them in the afternoon. See, but that's what I'm saying, Kendra. It's so all over the place. Congratulations, your IQ test came back negative. God is good. EQ is better than I. What? Isn't the EQ? I'm not trying to be dumb here. Isn't EQ like sound? EQ test. Emotional intelligence? I don't know if I would go higher on that or lower on that. I don't know. Abigail, I'm finally back after being good for so long. Welcome back, little Alex. It's been a while. How are you? I would be really scared of taking an IQ test because you gotta like be quick, and I'm a really like slow person. Bruh, EQ and IQ have nothing to do with DQ. Now that's what I'm talking about, Sai. That's what I'm talking about. The E stands for coal. Hearing EQ brings me back to when EverQuest was a thing. I'm a slow I'm a slow person. I like to read and think. You know? Yeah, DQ. It's all about the DQ, baby. All about the DQ. Let me see if I can get, I need to find some. I need something. This is of the utmost importance. There we go. Okay. There we go. Wait, it's backwards! Wait! Wait, no! Oh my gosh, it's stuck now. Hold on. I've ruined everything. Because you flipped it upside down. It sticks. Wait! Oh, I'm so sorry, Shaq. Alright. Yeah, it doesn't. It looked like it timed you out. Sometimes Streamlabs times people out for stuff. Hold on. Let me get. There we go. Yummy. Oh, I need to make this cat go away. Sorry, cat. We're done. Now we're putting blizzards upside down. All right, we've moved on. We don't need Gogurt anymore. That's a shake, though. Oh, hold on. Let me put it right there. You guys can have some. Yeah, you can have some. Yeah, you can have some. There you go. The DQ is gonna give you a nice and shiny coat. Yeah! You'll get strong and healthy. Wolf Brothers! Welcome! Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the congregation. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're the Wolf Brothers, does that mean 2 of you joined? A minimum? There's a minimum of 2 of you? There's 2 people, so welcome both of you. Oh, little Alex is bringing McDonald's. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. There are 2 wolves inside of you. One that goes, that snores and goes, me, 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 me. And the other one goes, honk, schnoo, honk, schnoo. Team me, 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 me versus Team honk, schnoo. One wolf says eat dog food, another one is not named Abby. Wait, so one of the wolves is Beaker from the Muppets? Yeah, and the other one goes honk. Shaq, are you on Team Honk? There are 2 wolves inside of you, but only one set of footprints on the stairs. Okay, that's pretty good. I have 8 siblings, only 2 are female, so it's not 2 of me, it's 6 of me. Oh, so there's 6 Wolf Brothers. I see. Team Honk for life. I see. I kinda like the me, 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 me. I do like Honk Schnoo though. Both are good. I would say both teams are good. Both teams. Yeah. Okay, everybody. I've had a lot of fun today, but I think it's about time to wind down for the day. Find somebody to raid. Let's see who's online. Twitch.tv. Who's on Twitch.tv? Who's on Twitch.tv? I like to raid Christian streamers on Sundays. I like to raid Christian streamers on Sundays. And let's see. Let's raid. It's Bear Trap. He's a really nice guy, and he plays games with his audience. Abby doesn't know it's not bacon raid. Either raid message works. Either raid message works. I keep almost typing raid in other people's chat. Alright! Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me today. Thank you so much for the Bible study. Thank you all the raiders who stuck around. Thank you for all the old friends, new friends, everybody in between. I had so much fun. I love reading the Bible with you guys. I love Bible study. And I look forward to hanging out with you all tomorrow. Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Have a great rest of the night, and God bless you. When did you start streaming? Was it 20? I've been streaming for about a year and a half now. Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody.